actually acquired my chronic illness as a teenager. I have a condition called ME, which stands for myalgic encephalomyelitis. So whenever I try to describe my condition to others, I always call myself an in-betweener, because I'm in that group of people who aren't ill enough not to work. I'm well enough to do something, but I'm not well enough to work in a typical 9-to-5 occupation, travel to an office every day. So by the time I graduated, I knew what I needed in an occupation, and I needed something that was flexible, where I had quite a lot of control over my own working day, so I could tailor my hours around my symptoms or how I was feeling at that particular time. And most importantly, I needed something where I could work from home, because the exertion of travelling and being in an office around other people, while that might not sound like a lot to somebody who doesn't have a condition or a disability, to me that would be really challenging, and it would leave me very unwell. Even if I went into the office one day, it would leave me unwell for days and days afterwards as well. At this time, I did kind of know what adjustments I would need in order to thrive, but the fact that I needed these adjustments in the first place because of my disability, that discounted me from so many opportunities that were out there. I couldn't apply for graduate schemes, I couldn't go down your typical routes, and that in itself was really disheartening, and I did find that really tough. Because I knew I had these writing skills, I began to explore how I could use those skills in a way that worked for me to pursue new opportunities. So I began by starting a blog called Life of Pippa, and it was only ever intended to be a bit of fun, but the opportunities that have come since developing that blog and curating the content and writing something and growing an audience, that in itself has brought me so many opportunities and opened so many more doors in the world of employment as well. And it was actually while I was working on a freelance piece about my own experiences of trying to find accessible, inclusive work that I actually discovered Astriid for the first time. I knew it was exactly what I was looking for, and I actually experienced relief, because it was like somebody had recognised the struggle that me and so many other people had faced. Once I signed up to Astriid as a candidate, I actually got talking to the CEO, Steve, and we began having a conversation about my skills and my interest in the area and how we could perhaps work together mutually beneficially. So now, on top of my blogging and my other freelance work, I actually work for Astriid as part of the team, which is something that makes me really happy. So I work as a communications consultant, which means that I write content for the website, I do things on social media, and the fact that I can contribute even in a little way and hopefully help other people like me find opportunities that work for them, that just feels like I've come full circle in a way, and I'm so proud to work for a charity that's doing such amazing things and offering a service which is obviously so needed. And I think there's so much potential for Astriid to grow. There is so much that can be done in the future, so I'm really excited to see where the organisation goes next.